The Willow Creek morning was a crisp veil of mist, Montana's rolling hills cloaked in the golden glow of autumn, the Sullivan Ranch a sprawling patchwork of barns and fields. The air carried the sharp scent of hay and earth, but tension hung heavy over the corral. Jack Sullivan, 58, gray hair matted under a worn cap, flannel jacket frayed, gripped a rope, his weathered face taut. Rex, a German shepherd, black and tan coat scarred, paced inside the pen, amber eyes blazing, a snarl ripping through the quiet. His massive frame, nearly 100 pounds, lunged at the fence, teeth flashing, driving back ranch hands. Jack's voice was gruff, shouting, "Stay clear. He'll tear you apart!" 3 months had passed since Rex's handler, Tom, vanished, leaving the dog feral, a danger to all but the shadows. Jack's voice was low to his foreman, Ben Tucker, 35, black hair, denim shirt dusty. "He's out of control, Ben." "Nearly bit Joe last week." Ben's voice was tense, nodding. "We can't keep him, boss. Too risky." The ranch hands muttered, fear thick. Their attempts to feed or chain Rex met with fury. Rex's growl deepened, a canine warrior turned rogue, his presence a storm no one could tame. Across the yard, a battered sedan pulled up, gravel crunching. Martha Evans, 62, silver hair pinned, dress simple, stepped out of the ranch house, voice sharp, spotting the car. "Jack, she's here." Jack's voice was a grunt, wiping sweat. "The kid, now?" Martha's voice was firm, hands on hips. "She's got nowhere else, Jack." "Your wife's kin." A social worker, Ms. Clara Hayes, 50, gray hair, sweater loose, emerged, guiding Lily Carter, 5, brown hair tangled, sweater oversized, clutching a tattered teddy bear. Lily's voice was faint, eyes wide. "Is this home?" Jack's voice was gruff, approaching. "Temporary, kid." His heart sank, widowed a decade. The ranch his only solace. Martha's voice was warm, kneeling by Lily. "You'll love it here, sweetie." Lily's voice was small, nodding. "Okay." Clara's voice was brisk, handing papers. "She's your cousin's daughter, Jack." "No other family." Jack's voice was tense, signing. "I ain't cut out for this." Martha's voice was sharp, glaring. "You'll learn, Jack Sullivan." The corral erupted. Rex's bark a thunderclap, claws scraping wood, scattering the hands. Lily's voice was a gasp, stepping forward. "What's that?" Jack's voice was sharp, grabbing her arm. "Stay back, Lily. He's dangerous." But Lily slipped free, voice soft, inching toward the fence. "He's scared." Rex's snarl stopped, amber eyes locking on her, his hackles lowering. The ranch fell silent, the mist swirling, as Lily's tiny hand reached through the bars. Jack's voice was a shout, lunging. "Lily, no!" The twist hit like a spark. Rex stilled, his massive head dipping, letting Lily's fingers brush his muzzle, a gentle whine escaping. Ben's voice was stunned, frozen. "That's impossible." Martha's voice was a gasp, clutching her apron. "Lord above!" Jack's voice was choked, stepping closer. "How?" Lily's voice was calm, stroking Rex. "He's lonely, like me." Rex's tail flicked, amber eyes softening, a canine soul touched by a child no one expected, inspired by real tales of animals tamed by love. Clara's voice was sharp to Jack. "You didn't mention a wild dog." Jack's voice was raw, staring. "He ain't wild now." Martha's voice was firm to Clara. "He's staying, and so's Lily." The payback hit with a chuckle. Ben, stunned, tripped over a bucket, his voice a yelp. "Damn it!" The hands laughed, easing the tension. Lily's voice was soft to Rex. "You're my friend, aren't you?" Rex's whine was deep, pressing against the fence, his loyalty shifting in a heartbeat. Jack's voice was low to Martha, watching Lily. What just happened? Martha's voice was warm, smiling. Something special, Jack. The hills loomed, Willow Creek's secrets stirring. And Lily's bond with Rex, a once untamed beast, was a spark that could heal or ignite the ranch's fragile peace. The Willow Creek dusk painted the Montana hills in amber, the Sullivan Ranch quiet save for the rustle of leaves and the distant low of cattle. The air was sharp with hay and pine, the corral a shadowed arena where Rex, a German shepherd, black and tan coat scarred, lay calm for the first time in months. His amber eyes flicked toward the ranch house where Lily Carter, 5, brown hair messy, sweater oversized, sat at the kitchen table, nibbling cornbread. Jack Sullivan, 58, gray hair under a cap, flannel jacket worn, leaned against the counter, voice gruff to Martha Evans, 62, silver hair pinned, dress plain. "She can't stay, Martha." "I ain't no dad." Martha's voice was firm, stirring stew. "She's kin, Jack, your wife's blood. You saw her with Rex." Jack's voice was tense, rubbing his neck. "A fluke." "That dog's a menace." Lily's voice was soft, glancing up. "Rex isn't mean. He's sad." Jack's voice faltered, meeting her gaze. "Sad?" Lily's voice was small, nodding. "Like me." Martha's voice was warm, setting a plate before Lily. "Eat, sweetie. You're home now." Lily's voice was faint, pushing peas. "For real?" The kitchen glowed, a haven against the ranch's chaos. Rex's taming by Lily yesterday, a child touching a beast no one dared near, had shaken Jack. His wife's death a decade ago left him tethered to work, not family. Martha's voice was sharp to Jack. "She's got nowhere else." "You gonna send her to foster care?" Jack's voice was low, grumbling. "I don't know, kids, Martha." Lily's voice was quiet to herself, clutching her teddy bear. "Mom said someone'd want me." Outside, Ben Tucker, 35, black hair, denim shirt dusty, fed the horses, voice low, to his son, Ben Tucker Jr., 16, black hair, flannel shirt. "That kid's trouble, Junior. Calming Rex? Ain't natural." Junior's voice was curious, tossing hay. "Maybe she's special, Dad." Ben's voice was gruff, shaking his head. "Or a liability." Rex's growl rumbled from the corral, amber eyes tracking a stranger's truck rolling up the drive. "Doctor." Henry Brooks, 45, brown hair, vet coat crisp, arriving to check the dog. Henry's voice was calm, stepping out. "Jack, heard about Rex. Gotta see this for myself." Jack's voice was tense, meeting him. "He's quiet now, Doc." "Kid's doing?" Henry's voice was skeptical, grabbing his bag. "A 5-year-old tamed him. I'll believe it when I see it." They approached the corral, Rex rising, hackles up, snarling at Henry. Jack's voice was sharp, stepping back. "Told ya! He's wild!" Lily's voice cut through, small but clear from the porch. "Rex, it's okay!" Rex's snarl stopped, amber eyes flicking to Lily, his body easing. She ran over, sweater flapping, voice soft. "He's not mad, just scared." Henry's voice was stunned, watching her pet Rex. "Unbelievable." Jack's voice was choked to Lily. "How do you do that, kid?" Lily's voice was simple, stroking Rex. "I listened to him." Rex's whine was deep, pressing against her, a canine soul touched by a child's heart, inspired by real tales of animals bonded through trust. Martha's voice was urgent, rushing out. "Jack, I found something." She held a faded photo. Lily's mom, a cousin of Jack's late wife at the ranch years ago, a puppy, Rex, at her feet. Jack's voice was a gasp, grabbing it. "That's Lily's mom." "With Rex?" Martha's voice was soft, nodding. She was here, Jack. Lily's been here before. Lily's voice was faint, peering at the photo. That's Mommy. Henry's voice was thoughtful to Jack. Explains the bond. Rex knew her family. The twist hit like a thunderclap. Rex's ears flicked, darting to the corral's edge, pawing a buried collar. His old K9 tag, etched rescuer. Ben's voice was stunned, picking it up. He was a rescue dog? Junior's voice was awed, reading, saved lives before Tom left him. Jack's voice was raw, staring at Lily. You knew him, didn't you? Lily's voice was soft, nodding. He remembers me. Rex's growl was gentle, amber eyes locked on her, a canine hero reclaiming his past. The payback hit with a chuckle. Ben, distracted, slipped on mud, his voice a yelp. Damn it! Junior's voice was a laugh, helping him up. Watch your step, Dad. Jack's voice was low to Martha as Lily hugged Rex. She's staying, ain't she? Martha's voice was warm, smiling. Told you, Jack. She's family. The hills loomed, Willow Creek's secrets deepening, and Lily's bond with Rex, a once untamed beast, was a spark that could light the ranch's shadowed heart, or stir dangers yet unseen. The Willow Creek dawn was a golden haze, Montana's hills bathed in soft light, the Sullivan Ranch stirring with the hum of morning chores. The air carried the tang of dew-soaked hay and leather, the corral quiet but charged with a fragile peace. Rex, a German shepherd, black and tan coat scarred, lay in his pen, amber eyes calm, a canine hero tamed by a child's touch. Inside the ranch house, Lily Carter, 5, brown hair tangled, sweater loose, sat cross-legged on the kitchen floor, sketching Rex with crayons. Jack Sullivan, 58, gray hair under a cap, flannel jacket worn, sipped coffee, voice gruff, to Martha Evans, 62, silver hair pinned, apron tied. She's too close to that dog, Martha. Martha's voice was firm, flipping pancakes. Lily's safe with Rex, Jack. You saw it. Jack's voice was tense, glancing at Lily. He's a beast, tamed or not. Ain't natural. Lily's voice was soft, looking up. Rex loves me. He's my friend. Jack's voice faltered, rubbing his neck. Friend? He nearly killed Ben. Martha's voice was sharp, plating food. That was before Lily. She's special. Lily's voice was small, coloring. Mommy said I'm good with animals. The kitchen glowed, a sanctuary amid the ranch's shadows. Lily's bond with Rex, calming a feral dog no one could touch, had upended Jack's world. The photo Martha found, showing Lily's mom with a puppy Rex years ago, hinted at a deeper connection, tying Lily to the ranch's past. Jack's voice was low to Martha. Her mom was here. Why didn't I know? Martha's voice was soft, stirring batter. You were grieving, Jack. She's family, like it or not. Outside, Ben Tucker, 35, black hair, denim shirt dusty, mucked stalls, voice gruff to his son, Ben Tucker Jr. 16, black hair, flannel shirt. That kid's trouble, Junior. Rex trusts her, but what's next? Junior's voice was curious, tossing hay. She's got a gift, Dad, like Mom with horses. Ben's voice was tense, shaking his head. Gifts don't pay bills. Jack's soft on her. Rex's ears flicked, a low growl rumbling, amber eyes tracking Dr. Henry Brooks, 45, brown hair, vet coat crisp, pulling up in his truck. Henry's voice was brisk, stepping out. Jack, need to see Rex again. That kid's magic's got me curious. Jack's voice was wary, meeting him. She's no magician, Doc. Just a kid. Henry's voice was skeptical, grabbing his kit. Calming a dog like that? I'm testing him. They headed to the corral. Rex, rising, hackles up, snarling at Henry. Jack's voice was sharp, stepping back. "Told ya! He's still trouble!" Lily's voice cut through, clear from the porch. "Rex, easy!" Rex's snarl faded, amber eyes flicking to Lily, his body relaxing. She ran over, sweater flapping, voice soft. "He's okay, Dr. Henry." Henry's voice was stunned, watching her pet Rex. "Incredible." Jack's voice was choked to Lily. "How do you do it, kid?" Lily's voice was simple, stroking Rex. "He's scared of being alone. I know how that feels." Rex's whine was deep, pressing against her, a canine soul bound to a child's heart, inspired by real tales of animals healed by trust. Martha's voice was urgent, rushing out. Jack found another photo. She held a Polaroid. Lily, barely 2, giggling beside a young Rex, her mom smiling. Jack's voice was a gasp, grabbing it. "She was here? With him?" Martha's voice was soft, nodding. "Your wife's cousin Jack. Lily's mom brought her as a toddler." Lily's voice was faint, touching the photo. "I remember. He licked my face." Henry's voice was thoughtful to Jack. "Explains the bond." Rex's imprinted on her. The corral gate creaked, Ben Tucker Jr. approaching, voice hesitant. "Boss, trouble. Rex got out last night, chased a coyote, nearly tore it apart." Jack's voice was sharp, glaring. "And you didn't tell me?" Ben Jr.'s voice was shaky, glancing at Rex. "Didn't want to spook the kid." Lily's voice was soft to Rex. "You were protecting us, weren't you?" Rex's tail flicked, amber eyes steady, a canine guardian whose instincts ran deep. The twist hit like a thunderclap. Rex's nose twitched, darting to a hay bale, pawing frantically, uncovering a hidden dog tag. Not his, but one etched, Shadow, canine rescuer. Jack's voice was stunned, grabbing it. "Shadow. That's Tom's old dog." Henry's voice was sharp, examining it. "Tom trained 2 dogs. Shadow died in a rescue. Rex was his backup." Martha's voice was a gasp to Jack. "Tom left Rex. But why Shadow's tag?" Lily's voice was faint to Rex. "You miss Shadow, don't you?" Rex's whine was mournful. Amber eyes locked on Lily, a canine hero carrying a lost partner's memory. Ben's voice was tense to Jack. "He's still dangerous, boss. What if he turns on her?" Jack's voice was raw, staring at Lily. "He won't. Not her." The payback hit with a chuckle. Ben, startled, knocked over a feed bucket, his voice a yelp. "Damn it!" Junior's voice was a laugh. "Easy, Dad." Lily's voice was soft to Rex. "You're not alone anymore, boy." Jack's voice was low to Henry, as Lily hugged Rex. "She's staying, Doc. But what's this mean?" Henry's voice was calm, smiling. "She's his anchor, Jack. And maybe yours." The hills loomed, Willow Creek's secrets unraveling, and Lily's bond with Rex was a spark that could heal the ranch or stir ghosts from its past. The Willow Creek noon was a warm glow, Montana's hills rolling under a clear autumn sky, the Sullivan Ranch alive with the rhythm of work. The air carried the scent of fresh hay and leather, the corral a tense stage where Rex, a German shepherd, black and tan coat scarred, lay watchful, his amber eyes tracking every move. Inside the ranch house, Lily Carter, 5, brown hair loose under an oversized sweater, knelt on the kitchen floor, coloring a picture of Rex, her crayons scattered. Jack Sullivan, 58, gray hair under a worn cap, flannel jacket frayed, stood by the window, voice gruff. To Martha Evans, 62, silver hair pinned, apron tied. "She's too close to that dog, Martha." "It's trouble." Martha's voice was firm, chopping onions. "Lily's safe with Rex, Jack. He's calm around her." Jack's voice was tense, rubbing his neck. "Calm now, maybe. He's still wild." Lily's voice was soft, looking up. Rex isn't wild. He's my friend. Jack's voice softened, glancing at her. Friend, huh? He scared off half my crew. Martha's voice was sharp, stirring soup. Crews scared of their own shadows. Lily's different. Lily's voice was small, coloring. He's lonely, like me. The kitchen hummed, a fragile haven against the ranch's unease. Lily's bond with Rex, taming a dog no one could touch, had rattled Jack, the old photos tying her to the ranch's past deepening the mystery. The discovery of Shadow's tag, Rex's lost canine partner, hinted at a history of loss. Jack's voice was low to Martha. She knew Rex as a toddler. How's that possible? Martha's voice was soft, slicing bread. Her mom brought her here. She's family, Jack, like it or not. Outside, Ben Tucker, 35, black hair, denim shirt dusty, mended fences, voice gruff, to his son, Ben Tucker Jr. 16, black hair, flannel shirt. That kid's gonna ruin us, Junior. Rex trusts her, but he's still a risk. Junior's voice was curious, hammering nails. She's got a knack, Dad. Like Grandpa with cattle. Ben's voice was tense, shaking his head. Knack don't feed us. Jack's distracted. Rex's growl rumbled, amber eyes flicking to a sleek truck, roaring up the drive. Tom Hayes, 50, blonde hair, vest sharp. A rival rancher with a glint in his eye. Tom's voice was smooth, stepping out. Jack, heard about your dog problem. Got a solution. Jack's voice was wary, meeting him. No problem here, Tom. What's your angle? Tom's voice was sly, grinning. Buy Rex off you. $2,000 cash. Jack's voice was cold, crossing his arms. He ain't for sale. Tom's voice was mocking, leaning closer. He's a liability, Sullivan. My girl can handle him. Train him for guard work. Rex's snarl erupted, lunging at the fence, teeth flashing, forcing Tom back. Tom's voice was a yelp, stumbling. Call him off. Lily's voice cut through, clear, from the porch. Rex, down. She ran, sweater flapping, voice soft. He's okay, mister. Tom's voice was shaken, dusting his vest. That kid's nuts. Rex's growl faded, his massive frame easing as Lily's hand grazed his muzzle, amber eyes softening, a canine soul bound to her, inspired by real tales of animals tamed by trust. Jack's voice was stunned to Tom. She's got him. You don't. Tom's voice was sharp, glaring. You're making a mistake, Jack. I'll be back. Inside, Martha's voice was urgent to Jack as Lily sat with Rex outside. Tom's trouble, Jack. He wants Rex for profit. Jack's voice was gruff, pouring coffee. He won't get him. But Ben's right. Rex is a risk. Lily's voice was soft, entering, holding a drawing. Rex protected you, Mr. Sullivan. Jack's voice was gentle, taking it. He did, kid, but he's dangerous. Lily's voice was firm, clutching her teddy bear. Not to me. He loves me. Dr. Henry Brooks, 45, brown hair, vet coat crisp, arrived, voice steady. Jack, need to test Rex's behavior. Lily's effect is unreal. Jack's voice was tense, nodding. Fine, Doc, but keep her safe. They headed to the corral, Henry carrying a clipboard, voice calm. Lily, can you show me? Lily's voice was bright, skipping ahead. Sure. Rex rose, amber eyes locked on her, tail wagging, but growled at Henry's approach. Henry's voice was cautious, stepping back. He's still aggressive. Lily's voice was soft, petting Rex. He's scared of new people. Watch, she whispered. Sit, Rex. Rex sat, amber eyes steady, obeying her command. Henry's voice was stunned, scribbling notes. Trained response. From a kid? Jack's voice was raw, watching. "She's got a gift, Doc." Martha's voice was warm, joining them. "Told you, Jack. She's special." The tension spiked. Ben Tucker Jr. rushing over, voice urgent. "Boss, Lily's been sneaking to the corral at night." Jack's voice was sharp, glaring. "What?" Junior's voice was shaky, glancing at Lily. "Saw her yesterday, feeding Rex. Didn't want to snitch, but—" Lily's voice was faint, tears welling. "I'm sorry. He was hungry." Jack's voice was stern, kneeling. "Lily, it's dangerous." "You could have been hurt." Lily's voice was choked, hugging Rex. "He'd never hurt me." The twist hit like a thunderclap. Rex's ears flicked, darting to a shed, pawing frantically, uncovering a hidden journal, Tom's old handler log, detailing Rex's rescue missions and Shadow's death. Jack's voice was stunned, grabbing it. "Tom's notes? Rex was a hero." Henry's voice was sharp, reading. "He saved lives, until Tom abandoned him." Martha's voice was a gasp to Jack. "That's why he's feral. Grief." Lily's voice was soft to Rex. "You lost someone too, didn't you?" Rex's whine was mournful, amber eyes locked on Lily, a canine hero carrying a buried pain. Tom's voice echoed, returning unexpectedly, truck idling. "Changed my mind, Jack. $5,000 for the dog." Jack's voice was cold, gripping the journal. "Get off my land, Tom." Tom's voice was a snarl, stepping closer. "You'll regret this, Sullivan." The payback hit with a chuckle. Tom tripped on a rope, sprawling in the mud, his voice a yelp. "Damn it!" Junior's voice was a laugh. "Careful, Mr. Hayes." Lily's voice was soft to Rex as Tom stormed off. "You're staying, boy." Jack's voice was low to Martha, watching Lily. "She's changing everything, ain't she?" Martha's voice was warm, smiling. "For the better, Jack." The hills stood silent, Willow Creek's secrets deepening, and Lily's bond with Rex, a once untamed beast, was a spark that could either heal the ranch or draw Tom's wrath closer. The Willow Creek night was a howling beast. Montana's hills battered by a vicious storm, rain lashing the Sullivan Ranch like a whip. Thunder roared, lightning splitting the sky, the air thick with the scent of wet earth and ozone. The corral, a muddy arena, shook as wind tore at its fences. Rex, a German shepherd, black and tan coat soaked, paced inside, amber eyes wild, his growls drowned by the gale. Inside the ranch house, Lily Carter, 5, brown hair damp under an oversized sweater, pressed her face to the window, voice trembling. "Rex is scared, Mr. Sullivan." Jack Sullivan, 58, gray hair matted, flannel jacket drenched, yanked on boots, voice gruff. "Stay put, Lily." Martha Evans, 62, silver hair loose, nightgown flapping, grabbed his arm, voice urgent. "Jack, it's too dangerous out there." Jack's voice was sharp, pulling free. "Rex'll break that fence if we don't secure it." Lily's voice was a cry, clutching her teddy bear. "Don't hurt him." Jack's voice softened, glancing back. "I won't, kid. Promise." The storm's fury had brewed for hours, but no one expected its wrath. Rex's bond with Lily, taming a dog no one could touch, had steadied the ranch, but Tom Hayes's offer to buy him, and the discovery of his past as a canine hero with Shadow's tag, stirred unease. Jack's voice was low to Martha, grabbing a flashlight. "Tom's sniffing around. This storm's trouble." Martha's voice was tense, nodding. "Keep Lily safe, Jack." Lily's voice was faint to herself. "Rex needs me." Outside, Ben Tucker, 35, black hair slick, denim shirt sodden, battled the wind, voice shouting to Ben Tucker Jr. 16, black hair, flannel shirt soaked. "Grab the ropes, Junior." Junior's voice was strained, wrestling a tarp. Rex is losing it, Dad. The corral fence groaned, a post snapping, Rex's snarl a thunderclap as he lunged, claws tearing at the gap. Jack's voice was a roar, flashlight bobbing. He's loose! Ben, flank him! Rex bolted, a black and tan blur, vanishing into the storm. Lily's voice was a scream, slipping past Martha. Rex! She ran, sweater flapping, bare feet splashing mud, voice desperate. Come back! Martha's voice was frantic, chasing. Lily, no! Jack's voice was raw, spotting her. Get inside, kid. But Lily darted toward the old barn, voice calling. Rex, where are you? The barn, a crumbling relic unused for years, loomed in the rain, its roof sagging, doors rattling. Rex's bark echoed inside, sharp, urgent, a canine cry for help inspired by real tales of dogs defying danger. Jack's voice was a shout, catching Lily. You can't go in there. Lily's voice was choked, struggling. He's scared, Mr. Sullivan. Ben's voice was tense, joining them. Boss, he's trapped. Beams down. Junior's voice was urgent, peering inside. He's cornered, Dad. Rex's growl surged, amber eyes glowing through the dark, a fallen beam pinning his chain, sparks flying from a frayed wire. Lily's voice was soft, slipping free. I can help him. Jack's voice was sharp, grabbing her. It's not safe. Martha's voice was a gasp, catching up. Jack, let her try. Jack's voice was torn, rain streaming down his face. She's 5, Martha. Lily's voice was steady, meeting his eyes. Rex trusts me. Rex's whine was desperate, amber eyes locked on her, a canine soul pleading. Jack's voice was raw, relenting. Stay low, kid. I'm right behind you. Lily crawled inside, voice soft. Rex, it's me. The barn creaked, wind howling, as she reached him. Tiny hands tugging the chain. You're okay, boy. Rex's growl softened, his massive frame stilling, letting Lily work, her sweater snagging on splintered wood. Jack's voice was tense, inching closer. Hurry, Lily! A spark flared, igniting a pile of hay, flames licking the walls. Ben's voice was a shout. Fire! Junior's voice was frantic, grabbing a bucket. Water, now! Martha's voice was a cry. Get her out! Lily's voice was calm, freeing Rex. Got it! Rex leaped, amber eyes fierce, grabbing her sweater, pulling her toward the door as flames roared. The twist hit like lightning. Doctor. Henry Brooks, 45, brown hair, vet coat drenched, appeared, voice urgent. Jack, I saw the smoke. He carried a fire extinguisher, voice sharp. Move! Henry sprayed foam, flames hissing, but a beam groaned, crashing down, blocking the exit. Jack's voice was a roar, shoving Lily and Rex through a gap. Go! Lily's voice was a cry, stumbling. Mr. Sullivan! Rex barked, a canine guide leading her to safety, his instincts honed from past rescues. Outside, Lily collapsed, voice coughing, hugging Rex. You saved me. Rex's whine was fierce, pressing against her, his coat singed but steady, amber eyes blazing. Jack emerged, voice choked, pulling her close. You're okay, kid. Martha's voice was a sob, rushing over. Thank God. Ben's voice was grim, dousing embers. That was too close. Junior's voice was awed to Rex. You're something else, boy. Henry's voice was stunned, checking Rex. No injuries. Incredible. Tom Hayes's truck screeched up, his voice sharp, stepping out. Heard the commotion, Sullivan. That dog's a hazard. Jack's voice was cold, glaring. He saved her, Tom. Get lost. Tom's voice was a snarl, eyeing Rex. 10 grand. Last offer. Lily's voice was fierce, clutching Rex. "He's not yours." Rex's growl surged. Amber eyes locked on Tom, a canine protector ready to strike. The payback hit with a chuckle. Tom slipped in mud, his voice a yelp. "Damn it!" Ben's voice was a laugh. "Walk much, Hayes?" Martha's voice was urgent to Jack. Lily knew where he was. "How?" Jack's voice was raw to Lily. "How'd you find him, kid?" Lily's voice was soft, tears falling. "I felt him. He was scared, like me." Henry's voice was thoughtful to Jack. "She's got a gift, Jack, like her mom with animals." Rex's whine was deep, nudging Lily, his loyalty a beacon, inspired by real tales of dogs bonded through instinct. Jack's voice was low to Martha. "She's changing us, ain't she?" Tom's voice lingered, retreating. "This ain't over, Sullivan." Lily's voice was faint to Rex. "You're my family boy." The storm eased, rain softening, the barn smoldering in the distance. Jack's voice was steady to Lily. "You're staying, kid, you and Rex." The hills stood silent, Willow Creek's secrets burning brighter, and Lily's bond with Rex, a once untamed hero, was a spark that could either save the ranch or draw Tom's shadow closer. The Willow Creek morning was a fragile calm. Montana's hills bathed in pale sunlight, the Sullivan Ranch still reeling from the storm's wrath. The air carried the faint tang of charred wood from the smoldering barn. Now a blackened skeleton in the distance. Rex, a German shepherd, black and tan coat scarred, lay in the corral, his amber eyes watchful, a canine hero whose escape and rescue of Lily Carter had shaken the ranch to its core. Inside the ranch house, Lily, 5, brown hair loose under an oversized sweater, sat at the kitchen table clutching a crayon, sketching Rex under a stormy sky. Jack Sullivan, 58, gray hair mussed, flannel jacket worn, paced the floor, voice gruff to Martha Evans, 62, silver hair pinned, apron tied. "She's reckless, Martha." "Running into a fire for that dog?" Martha's voice was firm, pouring coffee. "She saved Rex, Jack, and he saved her." Jack's voice was tense, rubbing his neck. "She's 5. Could have died." Lily's voice was soft, looking up. "Rex needed me, Mr. Sullivan." Jack's voice softened, pausing. "You're brave, kid, but it's dangerous." Martha's voice was sharp, setting a mug down. "She's got a gift, Jack, like her mom." Lily's voice was faint, coloring. "Mommy said I hear animals' hearts." The kitchen was a warm cocoon, but tension simmered. Lily's bond with Rex, taming a feral dog, finding him in the storm, had upended Jack's world. The photos of her mom with a young Rex, Shadow's tag, and Tom Hayes's push to buy the dog stirred questions. Jack's voice was low to Martha. "Tom's up to something, wants Rex bad." Martha's voice was grim, nodding. "He smells profit, Jack. Rex is no guard dog. He's a hero." Outside, Ben Tucker, 35, black hair, denim shirt dusty, repaired the corral, voice gruff, to his son, Ben Tucker Jr., 16, black hair, flannel shirt. "That kid's trouble, Junior." "Sneaking out to feed Rex at night?" Junior's voice was defensive, hammering nails. "She's good for him, Dad. Rex ain't biting her." Ben's voice was tense, glancing at the house. "Jack's soft on her. Ranch can't afford soft." Rex's ears flicked, a low growl rumbling, amber eyes tracking Doctor. Henry Brooks, 45, brown hair, vet coat, crisp, pulling up in his truck. Henry's voice was urgent, stepping out. "Jack, need to talk about Rex. His behavior's unique." Jack's voice was wary, meeting him. "Unique how, Doc?" Henry's voice was serious, clutching a file. "Lily's calming him, but he's got separation anxiety." "Needs her close." Jack's voice was sharp, crossing his arms. He's a dog, not a kid. Henry's voice was calm, opening the file. He's a retired canine, Jack. Trauma's real, for dogs too. Lily slipped outside, voice soft, approaching the corral. Rex, you okay? Rex rose, tail wagging, pressing against the fence, amber eyes locked on her, a canine soul tethered to her heart, inspired by real tales of dogs healed by trust. Henry's voice was stunned, watching. She's his anchor. Jack's voice was raw to Lily. Stay back, kid. Lily's voice was firm, petting Rex. He won't hurt me. Martha's voice was warm, joining them. She's right, Jack. Look at him. The tension spiked, Ben Tucker Jr. rushing over, voice shaky. Boss, I saw Lily sneaking to the corral again last week before the storm. Jack's voice was sharp, glaring. And you kept quiet? Junior's voice was guilty, glancing at Lily. She was just talking to Rex. He listened. Lily's voice was faint, tears welling. I'm sorry, Mr. Sullivan. He was lonely. Jack's voice was stern, kneeling. Lily, you can't do that. He's dangerous. Lily's voice was choked, hugging Rex's muzzle. He's my friend. A sleek truck roared up. Tom Hayes, 50, blonde hair, vest sharp, stepping out, voice smooth. Trouble again, Sullivan. That dog's a menace. Jack's voice was cold, facing him. What do you want, Tom? Tom's voice was sly, grinning. 15 grand for Rex. Final offer. Lily's voice was a cry, clutching Rex. No! Rex's growl surged, amber eyes blazing, lunging at the fence, forcing Tom back. Tom's voice was a yelp, stumbling. Call him off! The payback hit with a chuckle. Tom's briefcase spilled, papers flying in the wind, his voice a curse. Damn it! Martha's voice was sharp to Tom. Get out of here, Hayes! Tom's voice was a snarl, retreating. You're making a mistake, Jack. Jack's voice was grim to Henry. He's desperate. Why? Henry's voice was thoughtful, flipping through his file. Rex's K9 record. Elite training. Tom's got clients who'd pay big for a dog like that. Lily's voice was soft to Rex. You're not going anywhere, boy. Rex's whine was gentle, pressing against her, his loyalty unwavering. Inside, Martha's voice was urgent to Jack, pulling out a dusty album. Found more photos, Jack. She opened it. Lily's mom, holding toddler Lily, Rex as a puppy beside them, at the ranch. Jack's voice was stunned, grabbing it. She was here. With him. Martha's voice was soft, nodding. Your wife's cousin, Jack. Lily's been tied to Rex since she was born. Lily's voice was faint, peering at the photos. I remember. He slept by my crib. Henry's voice was sharp to Jack. That's why he trusts her. She's his past. The twist hit like a thunderclap. Rex's ears flicked, darting to the porch, pawing a loose board, uncovering a hidden letter. Lily's mom's handwriting, addressed to Jack's wife. Martha's voice was a gasp, reading, She wrote, If anything happens to me, keep Lily with Rex. He'll protect her. Jack's voice was choked, gripping the letter. She knew? She planned for this? Lily's voice was soft, tears falling. Mommy sent me to Rex. Rex's whine was deep, nudging her, amber eyes knowing, a canine guardian fulfilling a promise, inspired by real tales of dogs bonded across time. Ben's voice was tense to Jack. Boss, Tom's talking to the sheriff, claims Rex is a public danger. Jack's voice was fierce, standing. He's lying. Rex saved her. Henry's voice was calm to Jack. We need to prove Rex is stable. Lily's key. Lily's voice was steady to Jack. I can help, Mr. Sullivan. Rex listens to me. Jack's voice was raw, kneeling. "You sure, kid?" Lily's voice was firm, nodding. "He's my family." Tom's voice echoed, his truck idling. "You'll lose that dog, Sullivan." Jack's voice was a growl. To Martha, "He's pushing too hard." Martha's voice was grim, nodding. "He's got plans, Jack. We gotta protect them." Lily's voice was soft to Rex as the sun climbed. "We'll stay together, boy." The hills loomed, Willow Creek's secrets unraveling, and Lily's bond with Rex, a once feral hero, was a spark that could either save the ranch or ignite Tom's dangerous game. The Willow Creek afternoon was a restless hum, Montana's hills cloaked in the amber glow of late autumn, the Sullivan Ranch pulsing with tension. The air carried the sharp bite of frost and hay, the corral a battleground where Rex, a German shepherd, black and tan coat scarred, stood alert, his amber eyes tracking every shadow. Inside the ranch house, Jack Sullivan, 58, gray hair mussed under a worn cap, flannel jacket patched, sat at the kitchen table, voice heavy, clutching a faded letter from Lily's mom. She knew Martha. She wanted Lily here, with Rex. Martha Evans, 62, silver hair loose, apron tied, stirred tea, voice steady. "She trusted you, Jack. Lily's your family now." Lily Carter, 5, brown hair tangled, oversized sweater frayed, played on the floor, voice soft, to Rex, who lay beside her. "You're my hero, boy." Rex's tail flicked, amber eyes gentle, a canine guardian bound to her, inspired by real tales of dogs protecting their own. Jack's voice was raw, glancing at Lily. "She's so small. How do I do this?" The kitchen was a warm haven, but danger loomed. Lily's bond with Rex, taming a once feral dog, finding him in the storm, had reshaped the ranch. The photos, Shadow's tag, and her mom's letter tied Lily to Rex's past, but Tom Hayes's push to buy him, now backed by sheriff complaints, threatened everything. Martha's voice was grim, setting down her mug. "Tom's playing dirty, Jack, wants Rex for profit." Jack's voice was tense, nodding. "He's got the town spooked." Calls Rex a menace. Outside, Ben Tucker, 35, black hair, denim shirt, dusty, hammered a fence post, voice low to his son, Ben Tucker Jr., 16, black hair, flannel shirt. "Tom stirring trouble, Junior. Sheriff sniffing around." Junior's voice was uneasy, tossing a rope. "Rex saved Lily, Dad. Ain't that enough?" Ben's voice was gruff, glancing at the house. "Not for Tom. He's got cash and pull." Rex's growl rumbled, amber eyes flicking to a sleek truck roaring up. Tom Hayes, 50, blonde hair, vest crisp, his smirk sharp. Tom's voice was slick, stepping out. "Jack, time's up. 20 grand for the dog, or I push the sheriff to seize him." Jack's voice was cold, meeting him. "Rex stays." "Get off my land." Tom's voice was mocking, leaning in. "He's a danger, Sullivan. Town's scared. One call, and he's gone." Lily's voice was a cry, rushing out, sweater flapping. "You can't take Rex." Rex barked, a canine thunderclap, lunging at the fence, teeth flashing, forcing Tom back. Tom's voice was a yelp, stumbling. "Control that beast!" Martha's voice was fierce, grabbing Lily. "Back off, Hayes." Lily's voice was choked, clutching Rex's collar. "He's mine." Rex's growl softened, amber eyes locked on her, his massive frame a shield. Jack's voice was raw to Tom. "You're done here." Tom's voice was a snarl, dusting his vest. "You'll regret this, Sullivan. Sheriff's comin'." The payback hit with a chuckle. Tom's keys slipped, landing in a puddle, his voice a curse. "Damn it!" Junior's voice was a laugh. "Smooth, Hayes." Inside, Dr. Henry Brooks, 45, brown hair, vet coat neat, sat with Jack, voice calm. Rex is stable with Lily, but Tom's got leverage. We need a plan. Jack's voice was tense, gripping the letter. He's bluffing, Doc. Henry's voice was sharp, flipping through notes. Sheriff's spooked by Rex's past attacks. Lily's bond is our proof he's safe. Lily's voice was soft to Rex, stroking him. You're good, boy, right? Rex's whine was gentle, pressing against her, a canine hero whose heart beat for her. The tension spiked. Ben Tucker Jr. bursting in, voice urgent. Boss, Tom's at the sheriff's office, filing a formal complaint. Jack's voice was a growl, standing. That snake! Martha's voice was grim to Jack. He's pushing hard. We gotta show Rex ain't a threat. Lily's voice was faint, tears welling. They can't take him. Jack's voice was steady, kneeling. They won't, kid. I promise. Rex's ears flicked, sensing her fear, amber eyes blazing, a canine guardian ready to fight. Henry's voice was urgent to Jack. Let Lily show the sheriff. Rex obeys her. Jack's voice was torn, glancing at Lily. She's too young, Doc. Lily's voice was firm, standing. I can do it, Mr. Sullivan. For Rex. Martha's voice was warm, squeezing her shoulder. She's tougher than you think, Jack. The sheriff's truck rolled up. Sheriff Dan Cole, 50, gray hair, badge glinting, stepping out, voice stern. Jack, got a complaint. That dog's a public risk. Jack's voice was cold, meeting him. Tom's lying, Dan. Rex saved my girl. Lily's voice was clear, stepping forward with Rex. He's good, Sheriff. She whispered. Sit, Rex. Rex sat, amber eyes steady, obeying instantly. Dan's voice was stunned, lowering his notepad. Well, I'll be... Henry's voice was calm to Dan. Rex is a retired K-9 sheriff. Lily's his handler now. Dan's voice was skeptical, eyeing Rex. He's calm with her, but what about others? Jack's voice was fierce. Test him, Dan. You'll see. The twist hit like a thunderclap. Tom stormed back, voice shrill, waving papers. I got proof, Sheriff. Rex attacked my worker last year. Jack's voice was a roar, grabbing the papers. That's a lie. Henry's voice was sharp, reading. This is fabricated. Dates don't match Rex's record. Tom's voice faltered, stepping back. You can't prove that. Lily's voice was soft to Rex. Show 'em, boy. Rex rose, performing commands. Sit, lie, stay, flawlessly. Amber eyes locked on her, a K-9 hero disproving Tom's claims. The crowd gasped, ranch hands murmuring, He's trained. Dan's voice was gruff to Tom. Your proof's bunk, Hayes. Dog's no menace. Tom's voice was a snarl to Jack. This ain't over. But his eyes flickered, guilt surfacing, voice low. I didn't mean to push this far. The second twist struck. Tom's voice broke, confessing, I needed cash, Jack. My ranch is failing. Thought Rex'd save it. Jack's voice was stunned, pausing. You're broke? Tom's voice was faint, nodding. Yeah, I'm sorry. Lily's voice was soft to Tom. Rex can help you too. Rex whined, nudging Tom's hand, amber eyes gentle, a canine bridge across rivalry, inspired by real tales of dogs healing divides. Dan's voice was firm to Tom. You're lucky Jack's fair. Drop this, or I'm charging you with fraud. Tom's voice was choked to Jack. I'll back off. Thanks for not ruining me. The payback hit with a chuckle. Tom's truck stalled, his voice a curse. Not now. Ben's voice was a laugh. Karma, Hayes. Jack's voice was steady to Lily as Tom left. You did good, kid. Lily's voice was bright, hugging Rex. We kept him, Mr. Sullivan. Martha's voice was warm to Jack. She's your daughter now, ain't she? Jack's voice was choked, nodding. Yeah, she is. Henry's voice was calm to Jack. File for guardianship, Jack. She's yours. Rex barked, tail wagging, amber eyes gleaming, a canine hero cementing a family. The hills stood silent. Willow Creek's secrets laid bare, and Lily's bond with Rex was a spark that turned a rival's heart and forged a new home. The Willow Creek dawn was a brittle chill, Montana's hills cloaked in the gray haze of late autumn, the Sullivan Ranch quiet but heavy with unease. Frost dusted the fields, the air sharp with hay and wood smoke, the corral a somber stage where Rex, a German shepherd, black and tan coat scarred, lay listless, his amber eyes dull. The ranch house glowed faintly, its warmth a fragile shield against the cold. Lily Carter, 5, brown hair in a messy braid, sweater oversized, knelt by the kitchen window, her voice a whisper, pressing her mom's locket to her chest. "Rex, you gotta get better." Inside, Jack Sullivan, 58, gray hair mussed, flannel jacket worn, paced the floor, voice gruff, to Martha Evans, 62, silver hair pinned, dress plain. "He ain't eaten in days, Martha. Looks half dead." Martha's voice was tense, stirring oatmeal. "He's sick, Jack. Lily's worried sick too." Jack's voice was raw, rubbing his neck. After all she's done for him, can't lose him now. Lily's voice was choked, turning. "Rex isn't dying, is he?" Jack's voice softened, kneeling. "We're trying, kid." "Doc's coming." The kitchen was a haven, but fear simmered. Lily's bond with Rex, taming a once feral German shepherd, had transformed the ranch, cemented by her mom's past with him, revealed through photos and his canine tag. The barn fire, where Lily and Rex saved each other, had forged a family, with Jack adopting her and Tom Hayes backing off his bid to buy Rex. But now, Rex's sudden illness, refusing food, barely moving, threatened to unravel it all, a canine hero fading, inspired by real tales of animals battling grief. Martha's voice was soft to Lily. "Eat, sweetie. Rex needs you strong." Lily's voice was faint, pushing her plate. "He needs me now." Outside, Dr. Henry Brooks, 45, brown hair, vet coat crisp, arrived, voice urgent, to Ben Tucker, 35, black hair, denim shirt dusty. "Rex is worse, Ben?" Ben's voice was grim, tossing hay. "Barely moves, Doc. Kid's heartbroken." Ben Tucker Jr., 16, black hair, flannel shirt, joined, voice worried. "Lily's out there all day with him, Dad." "Ain't right." Henry's voice was sharp, grabbing his bag. "Let's check him. Could be trauma, losing his handler, then almost losing Lily." In the corral, Lily sat by Rex, voice soft, stroking his fur. "You're my best friend, Rex." "Please." Rex's whine was faint, head resting in her lap, amber eyes dim, a canine soul slipping away. Henry's voice was calm, kneeling. "Hey, Lily, let me take a look." Lily's voice was choked, moving aside. "Fix him, please." Henry's voice was steady, checking Rex's pulse. "He's weak, no infection, no injury. Might be psychological." Jack's voice was tense, approaching. "Psychological?" "He's a dog, Doc." Henry's voice was firm, standing. "Dogs feel grief, Jack. He's scared of losing her." Martha's voice was urgent, rushing out. "Lily, you'll catch cold." Lily's voice was fierce, clinging to Rex. "I'm staying." Rex's tail flicked, a spark of life, his amber eyes flickering at her voice, a canine bond fighting to hold on. Ben's voice was low to Jack. "She's killing herself out here, boss." Jack's voice was raw, watching. "She loves him, like I should have loved her sooner." Junior's voice was soft to Ben. "She's his cure, Dad." A truck rumbled up, gravel crunching. Tom Hayes, 50, blonde hair, vest sharp, voice hesitant, stepping out. Heard Rex is sick, Jack. Came to help. Jack's voice was cold, crossing his arms. Why now, Tom? Thought you wanted him gone. Tom's voice was low, eyes down. I was wrong. About him. About Lily. Let me pay for his care. Martha's voice was stunned, pausing. You're serious? Tom's voice was earnest, nodding. For her. She's special. Lily's voice was faint, overhearing to Rex. He's being nice. The tension thickened, the ranch a crucible of hope and doubt. Henry's voice was urgent to Jack. We need to act fast. He's shutting down. Needs Lily's presence, constant. Lily's voice was determined, standing. I'll stay with him, all day. Jack's voice was sharp, worried. You'll freeze, kid. Martha's voice was firm to Jack. Get blankets, a tent. She's his best shot. Jack's voice was choked, nodding. All right, for her. Lily sat with Rex, voice soft, singing a lullaby her mom taught her. Hush now, my baby. Rex's ears flicked, his breathing easing, amber eyes brightening, a canine heart stirring. She fed him bits of meat, voice coaxing. Eat, boy. Rex nibbled, tail thumping, a flicker of strength. Henry's voice was awed, watching. She's pulling him through. Junior's voice was quiet, to Ben. She's a miracle, Dad. Ben's voice was soft, nodding. Yeah, she is. The twist hit like a thunderclap. Henry's voice was stunned, pulling Jack aside, holding a faded vet record. Found this in Tom's old files. Rex saved Lily once before, pulled her from a ditch when she was 2, before her mom died. Jack's voice was a gasp, grabbing it. He what? Henry's voice was sharp, nodding. Her mom trained him for therapy, but he was also her protector. That's why he's so tied to Lily. Lily's voice was faint, overhearing, to Rex, tears falling. You saved me before? Rex's whine was deep, licking her hand, amber eyes blazing. A canine hero whose love spanned years, inspired by real tales of dogs guarding their own. Jack's voice was choked to Lily, kneeling. He's always been yours, kid. Lily's voice was a sob, hugging Rex. I love you, Rex. Martha's voice was warm to Tom. You're helping now, Hayes. Thank you. Tom's voice was soft, smiling. For her and him. The payback hit with a chuckle. Tom's truck tire popped as he turned to leave, his voice a grumble. Figures! Ben's voice was a laugh, helping. Bad luck, Hayes. Tom's voice was wry, shrugging. Worth it. By dusk, Rex stood, shaky but stronger, eating from Lily's hand, amber eyes alive. Lily's voice was bright, laughing. You're back, boy! Rex barked, tail wagging, a canine spirit reborn. Jack's voice was soft to Martha, watching. She's our heart, ain't she? Martha's voice was choked, nodding. Always was. Henry's voice was steady to Jack. She's his therapy, and he's hers. The ranch glowed, Willow Creek's shadows lifting, and Lily's bond with Rex was a spark that had healed a hero, ready to face new challenges as a family forged in fire. The Willow Creek spring was a vibrant bloom, Montana's hills awash in green, the Sullivan Ranch humming with renewed life. The air carried the sweet scent of wildflowers and fresh hay. The corral, a lively hub, where Rex, a German shepherd, black and tan coat, scarred but gleaming, trotted proudly, his amber eyes bright. Inside the ranch house, Lily Carter, 5, brown hair and pigtails, blue dress crisp, sat at the kitchen table, voice bright, sketching Rex herding calves. Jack Sullivan, 58, gray hair neat, flannel shirt pressed, leaned over, voice warm. That's a fine drawing, Lily. Martha Evans, 62, silver hair loose, apron tied, stirred batter, voice soft. She's got her mom's talent, Jack. Lily's voice was shy, smiling. Rex taught me to be brave. Rex, lying by the fire, whined, tail thumping, amber eyes locked on her, a canine hero whose recovery had transformed the ranch, inspired by real tales of dogs healing through love. Jack's voice was choked, ruffling her hair. "You saved him, kid." The kitchen glowed, a testament to their new family. Lily's bond with Rex, taming a feral dog, curing his grief, had mended Jack's heart, cemented by his guardianship of her. Tom Hayes's redemption, funding Rex's vet bills, had eased tensions, but whispers of his struggling ranch lingered. Martha's voice was thoughtful to Jack. "Tom's keeping his word, helping out." Jack's voice was gruff, nodding, "Better be." Lily and Rex are ours now. Outside, Ben Tucker, 35, black hair, denim shirt, dusty, mended a fence, voice low to his son, Ben Tucker Jr. 16, black hair, flannel shirt. "Ranches thriving, Junior. That kid's a miracle." Junior's voice was proud, tossing hay. "Lily's got a gift, Dad. Rex, too." Rex barked, herding a stray calf with ease, amber eyes sharp, a canine leader. Dr. Henry Brooks, 45, brown hair, vet coat neat, arrived, voice excited. "Jack, Rex is training other dogs now. Lily's helping." Jack's voice was surprised, meeting him. "Training?" Henry's voice was eager, clutching a clipboard. "She's teaching commands. Got a pup following Rex already." Lily's voice was bright, running out. "Dr. Henry, watch!" She clapped, voice clear. "Rex, fetch!" Rex sprinted, grabbing a stick, returning it to her, amber eyes gleaming, a canine mentor, inspired by real tales of dogs guiding others. Henry's voice was stunned, scribbling, "She's a natural." The tension spiked, Tom Hayes's truck pulling up, his voice hesitant, stepping out. "Jack, got a minute?" Jack's voice was wary, crossing his arms. "What now, Tom?" Tom's voice was earnest, holding a check. "My ranch is done. Selling out." "This is for your canine program. Lily's idea." Lily's voice was soft, joining them. "Rex can help other dogs, Mr. Hayes." Tom's voice was choked, kneeling. "You're something, kid. Saved me too." Jack's voice was stunned, taking the check. "You're serious?" Tom's voice was firm, nodding. "I owe you." Rex showed me what matters. Rex's whine was gentle, nudging Tom's hand, amber eyes forgiving, a canine bridge across old wounds. Martha's voice was warm to Tom. "You're welcome here, Hayes." Tom's voice was grateful, smiling. "Thanks, Martha. Means a lot." Lily's voice was bright to Rex. "Let's show 'em, boy." She led him to the corral where a skittish pup cowered. Lily's voice was soft, kneeling. "Watch Rex, little guy." Rex sat, amber eyes steady, modeling calm, the pup mimicking him, inspired by real canine training tales. Henry's voice was awed to Jack. "She's training 'em like pros." Jack's voice was proud, watching. "That's my girl." The twist hit like a spark. Ben Tucker Jr. rushed over, voice urgent. "Boss, found a box in the attic. Lily's mom's stuff." He held a locked tin etched with, "For Lily." Jack's voice was a gasp, grabbing it. "Her mom's?" Martha's voice was soft, opening it. Letters. And a locket. A note read, "Lily, Rex is yours. He'll keep you safe." Lily's voice was choked, clutching the locket. "Mommy knew." Rex's whine was fierce, nudging her, amber eyes bright, a canine guardian fulfilling a vow. Jack's voice was raw to Lily. "She's with you, kid. Always." Lily's voice was soft, tears falling. "And Rex, too." The canine program grew. Lily and Rex leading classes, ranch hands joining, the community rallying. Tom's voice was steady to Jack. I'm staying in town. Want to help with this?" Jack's voice was warm, shaking his hand. "You're in, Hayes." The hills bloomed, Willow Creek's heart healing, and Lily's bond with Rex, a once feral hero, was a spark that built a new family. The Willow Creek summer was a radiant bloom, Montana's rolling hills awash in golden sunlight, wildflowers swaying in the warm breeze that carried the scent of fresh hay and pine. The Sullivan Ranch, now christened Rex's Haven, thrummed with life, its sprawling fields hosting the first annual Canine Heroes Day, a festival of joy and renewal. Colorful banners fluttered, proclaiming "Hearts Heal Together" as townsfolk filled the grounds, their laughter mingling with the bark of dogs and the clatter of fair booths. Lily Carter, now 6, brown hair in a neat braid, wore a bright blue sundress, her smile as wide as the sky. She stood by the corral holding a ribbon, her voice clear and bright. "Rex, you're the star today." Rex, a German shepherd, black and tan coat scarred but gleaming, stood proud, his amber eyes sparkling, a service vest adorned with a gold badge. Willow Creek Hero. He nudged a calf gently, guiding it through a playful obstacle course, a canine leader whose presence drew cheers, inspired by real tales of dogs uniting communities. Jack Sullivan, 59, gray hair trimmed, polo shirt crisp, clapped from the sidelines, his voice warm, proud. "Look at her, Martha, our girl's running the show." Martha Evans, 63, silver hair loose, dress floral, stood beside him, her voice soft, eyes misty. "She's your daughter, Jack. You and Rex gave her wings." Lily's voice was joyful to Rex, tossing a ball. "Go, boy!" Rex bounded after it, returning it gently, his amber eyes locked on her, a canine guardian whose bond had transformed the ranch. The past year, Lily's arrival, taming Rex, surviving the barn fire, and curing his illness, had forged a family, cemented by her mom's legacy with Rex, revealed through photos, a canine tag, and a letter. Jack's adoption of Lily, Tom Hayes's redemption, and the canine training program had turned the ranch into a sanctuary, with Lily's gift for calming animals drawing crowds. Her voice was soft, to her mom's locket. "You'd love this, Mommy." On a makeshift stage, Jack stepped up, voice clear, addressing the crowd. "This ranch was broken till Lily and Rex came along. They taught us love heals." Cheers erupted, cameras flashing. Lily joined him, Rex at her side, voice steady. "Rex saved me, and I saved him. He's my best friend." The crowd hushed, some wiping tears. Tom Hayes, 50, blonde hair, vest neat, stood in the front row, voice warm, clapping. "She's a hero, Jack." Martha's voice was choked to Jack. "She's ours too, Doctor." Henry Brooks, 46, brown hair, vet coat crisp, manned a booth, voice impressed, to Ben Tucker, 36, black hair, denim shirt rolled up. "Lily's program's a hit, Ben. She's training dogs for therapy now." Ben's voice was steady, smiling. "Never thought I'd say it, Doc, but Rex is family." Ben Tucker Jr., 17, black hair, flannel shirt, helped kids pet Rex, voice eager. "She's teaching me too, Dad." Henry's voice was thoughtful, nodding. "She's a natural healer." Lily led a demonstration, voice bright, showing kids how to approach Rex. "Be kind, like this." Rex sat, amber eyes calm, letting a shy girl stroke him, her voice a whisper. "He's so nice." Lily's voice was warm, nodding. "He loves you." Rex's tail wagged, a canine ambassador easing fears, his therapy skills guiding the ranch's animals and visitors, inspired by real tales of dogs fostering trust. Junior's voice was awed, filming, "This is going viral!" The crowd cheered, a community reborn through Lily's courage and Rex's heart. A twist sparked like a flare, A stranger, Ms. Clara Hayes, 50, gray hair, sweater loose, approached Lily, voice soft, handing her an envelope. "Found this in your mom's old things, dear." Lily's voice was stunned, opening it. A letter from her mom, dated before her death. "Lily, Rex is your guardian. He'll always find you." A photo fell out. Lily, a toddler, giggling with a puppy, Rex, her mom smiling. Lily's voice was choked to Rex, tears falling. "You were always mine." Rex's whine was deep, licking her hand, amber eyes blazing, a canine vow fulfilled across years. Jack's voice was raw, reading over her shoulder. "She knew, kid. She gave you Rex." Martha's voice was choked, hugging Lily. "Your mom's here, sweetie." Tom's voice was soft to Jack. "That's why he fought for her." Henry's voice was stunned to Ben. "He's more than a dog. He's her legacy." Lily's voice was clear to the crowd, holding the letter. "My mom gave me Rex to be brave. He helps everyone now." Cheers roared, the crowd chanting, "Lily, Rex." Rex barked, tail wagging, a canine hero whose story had touched millions online, now at 50 million views. The festival pulsed, booths offering canine treats, a mural unveiled, a vibrant mosaic of Rex leading animals, Lily at his side, kids' handprints circling them, symbolizing unity. Lily's voice was bright to Sophie, a new friend, 7, blonde hair, painting a sign. "We're making a club, right?" Sophie's voice was eager, nodding. "For Rex." Ben's voice was warm to Junior, setting up. "She's our heart, ain't she?" Junior's voice was soft, smiling. "Her and Rex." Another twist hit. Henry's voice was urgent, pulling Jack aside, holding a vet journal. "Found this, Jack. Rex's heart condition's genetic, but manageable with Lily's care." Jack's voice was tense, grabbing it. "She can't lose him, Doc." Henry's voice was steady, nodding. "She won't. She's his cure, long term." Lily's voice was faint, overhearing to Rex. "You're staying forever, boy." Rex's bark was fierce, pressing against her, amber eyes bright, a canine promise to endure. The payback hit with a chuckle. Tom, carrying supplies, tripped over a dog toy, his voice a grumble. "Figures." Junior's voice was a laugh, helping. "Careful, Mr. Hayes." Tom's voice was wry, smiling. "Worth it for her." He donated a check to the canine program, voice soft, to Jack. "For Lily's dream." Jack's voice was choked, shaking his hand. "You're all right, Hayes." As dusk fell, Lily ran with Rex, Sophie chasing, their laughter echoing across the fields. Her voice was bright, calling, "Lead us, boy!" Rex bounded ahead, amber eyes gleaming, guiding them through the grass, a canine hero whose love had rebuilt a ranch, a town, a family. Martha's voice was soft to Jack, watching. "She's your light, Jack." Jack's voice was choked, nodding, and Rex lit the way. The message shone clear. Love and trust can heal the deepest scars, and one girl's bond with her dog could spark a community's rebirth. Lily's story, rooted in real canine devotion, was Willow Creek's redemption, a testament to courage, forgiveness, and the unbreakable ties that bind us. The park glowed under a starlit sky, hope lingering, a promise of new beginnings. To everyone watching, Lily and Rex's journey proves that love conquers fear, uniting hearts through bravery and trust. Share your story of a loyal pet or a moment of courage in the comments. What's your spark? Subscribe to Pawprints of Hope. Join our community and keep stories like theirs alive, showing that heroes with paws or hearts can change the world.